It's me. The last video I posted was my wisdom teeth removal video, and I got a couple comments on that video asking me to do a Q&A video talking about answering questions about the wisdom teeth removal process and just questions about me in general. That's what this video is going to be. It's very hot out here and my neighbors are playing baseball. So if you hear ding every now and then and kids screaming, that's why. I have questions on my phone. I wrote down a bunch of questions. Let's just get started. Okay, the first question is, what are wisdom teeth? Okay, some people don't know what those are, so I'm just going to explain what wisdom teeth are. Wisdom teeth are your third molars, and they're in the back of your mouth, and they usually are the last teeth to develop. So I'm 18, I'll turn 19 next month, and I got mine out Friday. And I had them last year, and you know, normally you get them out around 17, but he told me I was a little bit late, my doctor, which is fine. I mean, there was no complications or anything, but my sister got them out at 20. So it kind of just differs from person to person on when you need to get them out or when they grow in. It's kind of just whatever your body does. Next question is, what should I take to alleviate the pain after the surgery? Your doctor will give you instructions. I got a whole sheet of paper with the instructions of what to do afterwards. So basically, I mean, just do whatever your doctor tells you to do. My doctor had me with ice on my face for the first 2 days. Then I started using a heating pad. So I mean, it's kind of just whatever your doctor tells you to do. Well, I have sutures, stitches. I didn't. It depends on if you need them. Some people do, but they dissolve on their own after a few weeks. So like, you don't have to go in and get them removed. I didn't need any. My teeth weren't deep, so I didn't need any stitches. That's a good question. The next question is, what are dry sockets? Once the teeth are removed, there's a hole in the bone called a socket. A blood clot forms in that area to protect the bone and nerves under. If that clot becomes dislodged or aggravated, it will cause the bone and nerve to expose to the air, food, fluids, causing an infection, which we call a dry socket. Next question, how do I know if I have a dry socket? Dry sockets typically occur 3 to 4 days after wisdom teeth removal. Some symptoms include pain that radiates to your ear and is not alleviated after taking pain medication. Another one is bad breath. If you have a weird smell that isn't normal, then you might have an infection in your mouth. Will I swell after my wisdom teeth removal? Yes, you definitely will. It's normal to experience swelling and sometimes even bruising. I didn't bruise, but I'm not swollen anymore. Today's Wednesday and I got my teeth out on Friday. So all my swelling has gone down, but it just hurts a little bit right here. The main problem I have is when I'm eating, it just hurts a little bit, but it's not really, like I can still eat. Like I've been eating stuff that I wasn't able to eat the first couple of days, like hard stuff like chips and stuff. I've been able to eat those and it really doesn't hurt that bad. Kind of got used to the pain, so but I mean, it's really not like unbearable pain. Like you can still eat, you can still do whatever you want to do. Like it's not like you're dying. I mean, like, the question is, can I brush my teeth after getting my wisdom teeth removed? My doctor told me on the instruction sheet to avoid brushing my teeth for the first 24 hours. So that's what is on here. Avoid brushing your teeth for the first 24 hours. After that, you may begin to brush your teeth, but be sure to be gentle around the extraction sites, or like try to avoid them. Yeah, I've been brushing my teeth every morning, every night like normal. It just hurts if you accidentally brush the holes, but as long as you just don't do that, I mean, you can still brush your teeth. Is what can I eat after my wisdom teeth removal surgery? Following surgery, we recommend sticking with soft and cooler foods, including applesauce, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese. Ooh, I had mac and cheese the first day. It was really good. Pancakes, beans, ice cream, milkshakes, yogurt, pudding, cottage cheese, ooh, stuff like that. Soups, you know, pasta, steamed vegetables. And then the foods to avoid would include spicy foods, anything with seeds, hard or chewy foods like chips and crackers, acidic foods and drinks, and anything with small particles like broccoli. Another question is, at what age do people get wisdom teeth? Most people get their wisdom teeth in their late teens or early 20s, but it's also possible to get them as a preteen or late adult. I'm 18, will be 19 next month. I've had mine for a year or two, but I just got them out, so do wisdom teeth need to be removed? If they are impacted and or cause crowding in your teeth, it is recommended that they be removed to avoid damaging the surrounding teeth. If they grow in correctly positioned, healthy, and function properly, it is not necessary to have them removed. I had braces when I was like 13, so my teeth, you know, are already how I wanted them. My wisdom teeth were so close to my original teeth that I think if they kept coming in, they were definitely going to move my teeth and cause crowding. And I didn't want my teeth I didn't want gaps. I don't want to have to get braces again. You know? I like the way my teeth are now. I don't want to get braces. Oh, it's my cat. He scared me. Hi, boy. Weirdo. I be sedated during my wisdom tooth surgery. Yes, sedation is an option for wisdom teeth removal. However, the doctors want to review your health history, you know, if you're allergic to the certain medicines or whatever before they do the treatment. So I was sedated. I was completely knocked out. I don't remember anything, couldn't feel it, whatever. In my video, I said I could feel it and that I could see them. I don't know why that medicine made me laugh. I didn't feel anything. Didn't feel it. I saw them before and after. I moved inside because it was so hot outside. Anyway, the last question about the wisdom teeth that I have is, what is the recovery period for wisdom teeth extractions? It says we usually estimate 7 to 10 days for a recovery period. However, some people might experience shorter or longer recovery times. It depends on the patient, really. Now I'm reading New Year, New You 23's comment. They asked, what TV shows have you been watching recently? Recently? Oh, I haven't really been watching TV shows recently. I really just watch YouTube, really, but TV shows, my favorite TV show of all time is Criminal Minds. I love that show so much. I don't really have any TV shows I've been watching recently, though. Who are your favorite YouTubers? The Straniolo triplets. They are really funny. The Dolan twins, I did like them. They don't post anymore, but I did enjoy their videos. Like true crime videos. Oh, I love Bailey Sarian and Danielle Kirsty. They do murder, mystery, and makeup, like stuff. They do their makeup and tell true crime stories. I love their videos. It's pretty much the only people I watch. Do you play any video games? The only games that I actually ever play, Star Stable. I played that game for a really long time. I just deleted it off my computer because I didn't have any storage, but I do have it on my iPad. So I do play that every now and then. And the game I've been playing the most is Sims. I love The Sims 4. That's my favorite game ever. Like, it's so much fun. And what tattoos do you have? They said they always wanted an ankle tattoo, but are too scared. Can you show them? Yes, I have one tattoo. I have a tattoo right here on my arm. This is the only one I have. I've had it for about a year. I got it last August, so it's almost been a year. It says "See the Good." What made you start a YouTube channel? Well, I mean, I've had a YouTube channel. I used to have videos on there, and then I deleted them, just like random videos. And then my wisdom teeth video, I decided to make that into a YouTube video because it was just so funny. Like, I was watching through all the videos, and I was like, oh my god, like, this is hilarious. And I like watching people after they get their wisdom teeth out, so I was like, maybe other people will like watching this. Maybe it'll make other people laugh. Maybe it'll make other people's day. I don't know. So I just made the video and posted it. A couple people like it, so, you know, I'm not expecting it to like go viral or anything. I just thought it was funny, so I decided I'd share it. When you got your wisdom teeth removed, what was the scariest part? In the video, you said you were partly awake. Did they not put you to sleep enough? I was asleep. I was out. I don't remember any of it. In the video, I did say, I was awake. I never closed my eyes. Mom, I was like yelling at my mom that I was awake the whole time. I was not awake at all. I don't remember anything. I literally, like, I don't remember anything. I was not awake. But I do remember before and after. I remember before falling asleep, I remember seeing the doctor's face, and then I remember waking up and seeing the light above my head. It wasn't on when I fell asleep, so that's how I know it was after. And then I remember them shoving stuff in my mouth. I think they were putting the gauze in my mouth. But at the time, I think I thought that was them taking my teeth out. But it was just me waking up, them putting gauze in my mouth to stop the bleeding. I was not awake during surgery. I didn't feel anything. But don't worry about that. You won't feel anything. Like, I woke up and I didn't even remember being in the wheelchair. Don't even remember that. I just remember being in the car talking about pooping myself. So, if that answers your question, no, I was not awake. Do you have any pets? Oh my gosh, I've had 3 dogs. In February, I had to put one of my dogs to sleep. She was my best friend, my baby. Her name is Bella. I have her, here. It's Bella Rose, my baby. And I have her, here's her ashes, here's her urn, her little baby urn. The people at the crematory even took her paw print. So I have this, and it has her little name on the back, Bella. But yeah, so this is her little paw print and stuff. And I have this is what the inside looks like. I have this little dog that looks just like her. I have one of my cats who looks just like him as well. And I have this in this box, and there's some of her hair in here, just like loose. But I also bought these little jars because they gave me some of her hair. So here's her little hair. It's like, this is how small it is. But yeah, I have that in this little box. So, and then I have two other dogs. I have two outside dogs. They are named Charlie and Fox. They are crazy. And then I also have 3 cats. They're all brothers, Milo, Monty, and Mike. They're crazy. Next question that they asked is, what are your favorite books to read? I have been into reading so much recently. When I was younger, I used to love to read, and then school made us do summer reading, and then I hated it. So this year, my New Year's resolution for 2024 was to read as many books as I can. And so far, I've read 3 total books, I think. And then this book I'm about to show you is the one I'm reading right now. So the first book I read this year was this. I don't have the actual book. It's in my mom's room, but this is the cover for it. 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. I'm not gonna tell you what happens if you haven't read it, but I definitely recommend this. I like the true crime, like, you know, not true crime, this isn't true, but like the mystery kind of book. So 5 Survive, that one was a good one. I did read One of Us is Lying, that series. I want to get the other 2 books out of that series because I liked the first one. I don't have that book in here to show you, but that book was really good. And then the next book I read, my boyfriend gave me this one for Valentine's Day. And this was one of the books that I have like a note in my phone that's like the books I want to read. And this one was in there, and he got it for me for Valentine's Day. And when I tell you, I read this book so fast. I literally like, I read it in like a week probably. The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides? I don't know how you say his last name, but this book was really good. The Silent Patient. So I recommend this book. Recommend it. It's not that long either. It's a really good book. I read Murder Road by Simone St. James. This is what this looks like. It's really good too. It didn't take me long to read this book at all. This is the last book I read. It was really good. I was so sad when it was over. And like, it's like shocking. Like, it's one of the books that you read and you don't expect the ending, you know? Like, I'm not gonna tell you what happens because then why would you ask me this question? Like, go read this book. Why would I tell you what it's about? Anyway, it's a really good book and I really liked it. I was mad that it was over. The book I'm reading now is Out of My Zone. I don't read books like this, but you know, there's like little free libraries people put outside and you open them and there's books you take and put more in. Okay, well, this book was in there. And it's huge. Let me tell you, it's big. It's a big boy. It's probably the biggest book I've ever read. But I've been reading this book so far, and look how far I am. I'm almost in the middle, and this book is actually really good. It's like about witches and like different worlds and stuff, like portals and stuff. It's actually really good. The cover is so, like, the cover is what got me, because I was like, that kind of looks like me. Like, that's me. Like the curly hair, and there's witches and a unicorn, and like. The back is so funny. It's called Between, by the way, by L.L. Starling. Between is the spellbinding first novel in the Chronicles of Between fantasy series, filled with feisty fairy tale savvy heroines, swoon-worthy sorcerers, slow-burn romance, Moros minotaurs, and bawdy witches. It's a laugh-out-loud fairy tale romp. So far, this book is really good. This one and the other ones I just showed you are so far my favorite books ever. So, yeah, it's really good. I'm at chapter 15. So, this book is really good, and it's in a series too. So, kind of looking forward to getting the other ones then. What is your biggest pet peeve? I hate loud chewing. That is the worst. It's like, I hate it. Close your mouth. Like, it infuriates me. That is definitely my biggest pet peeve. Slow walkers. I do get mad when people slow walk. And then Taylor also commented on my last video and asked me a few questions as well. Her first question is, what are your goals for your YouTube channel? Honestly, I don't have any goals. I just posted a video that I thought was funny, and it was like, maybe other people will like it as well. So, you know, I just for fun, maybe. Just for fun. And I'm doing this video to help someone who commented saying that they're getting their wisdom teeth out. So I decided, yeah, sure. I mean, why not make a video and answer your questions? What is your biggest achievement so far in life? Honestly, getting through high school. That sounds so stupid, but I hate school. I hated high school. Getting through that was probably one of my biggest achievements. I know what my biggest achievement is. Jumping 3 foot on my favorite horse ever. He's retired now, so I'm never gonna ride him again, which breaks my heart. But jumping 3 feet was definitely a big achievement for me. I was terrified. 3 feet doesn't sound big, but when you're jumping it with a horse, it looks huge, especially when you're going up to it. You're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. But honestly, my position, I can put the video in here of it. My position in the video was crap, but at least I think it was. But I mean, I can put the video right here.
Towards it. Yeah.
But yeah, that was me jumping 3 feet on my favorite horse ever. His name's Woody. He's retired now, so kind of sucks, but that was definitely one of my biggest achievements. Was there a lot of people in the room with you when they were putting you to sleep in the dental chair? No, they first called me back. My mom stayed in the waiting room. They put me in a chair, and I had my arms on the thing like this. And the nurse put one of those like napkin things around my neck. She said, okay, I'm gonna go let him know we're ready. It was like 10-15 minutes later, and then he came in. He was talking to me for a minute, asked me, you know, am I scared or anything? And I was like, I'm a little scared. And then he put my IV in. And another question she asked is, did the IV leave a mark? It left a little mark. I came home, I had like tape and a cotton ball on my arm. It's a little yellow, like a little bit of a bruise. But I mean, you can see a little bit yellow. But no, it didn't really do that much of a mark. But yeah, whenever I was falling asleep, it was just the doctor and another nurse. I don't know how many people were in there during the surgery because I was asleep, so I can't tell you that. But while I was falling asleep, it was just my doctor. He put the IV in, and then I had a blood pressure cuff on. They were taking my blood pressure, and they kept that on the whole surgery just to make sure, you know, my blood pressure didn't like drop or anything. So they had a blood pressure cuff on, and then they had my arms on the chair like this. He did the IV. He put a shot in my IV, and then I started feeling like dizzy, and I was like, oh. And then the nurse had, you know, those oxygen things, like in your nose, like around like this. She put one of those on me, and I just remember looking at the doctor and going, I can feel it. And he said, yeah, you can feel it? I was like, yeah. And then he said something. Yeah, it takes like 25 seconds, and he didn't even finish the sentence, and I was out. So no, there wasn't a lot of people in the room. There was just the doctor and the nurse. But I don't know how many people were in there during the surgery. Could have been 10 people. Could have been just the doctor. I don't know. Did the IV leave a mark in your arm? No, nothing. I mean, I guess it depends on your doctor. I mean, like, my doctor he was very gentle. He, like, there's like a little bruise, but like you can't even see it. Like, it's just a little yellow. But like, it never hurt. It didn't hurt after surgery. It didn't hurt when they removed it. It didn't hurt when it went in. And there's no mark. I mean, you know. Any tips on recovery from getting your wisdom teeth removed? Yeah, I'm on day 6 right now. I got my teeth out on Friday. And my biggest tip is to sleep. Like, just get rest. And the first couple of days, the first day, you probably really won't be sore because of all the medicine. And then the second day, I was so tired the second day. But my main tip is just to get rest and let your body recover. Your body will take as long as it needs, as short as it needs. You can't control that, you know? Like, another big tip is take your medicine. You know, listen, do the instructions. When it says to take your pain pill, take your pain pill. You know, they also give you an antibiotic. Take that because that can help with, lessen the chances of you getting an infection and a dry socket. So, I've been taking my medicines. Brush your teeth like normal after the 24 hours because that can also help you get an infection. If you get an infection, if you don't brush your teeth, you might get an infection. So that's another tip. Don't starve. It's another one. Please eat, especially right after surgery because you're swallowing so much blood. You need to eat or else you will throw up all day. That's what my doctor told me, and I listened and I ate and it helped. And I was never nauseous or anything. Let me think. Another one, make sure you rinse your extraction sites. They give you a syringe. Here, I can show you mine. This is the syringe they gave me. It's not like a needle at all. They told me to put warm salt water in it and just slowly put the tip into your extraction holes, the bottom, and slowly let the water out. And it'll rinse like food, debris, blood, everything out. I'm still using it to this day. After I eat, I rinse the holes, and I'm just gonna keep doing that until the holes close. They are so small right now. Like the holes have already gotten so small. Like I don't know if you know this, but like your mouth tissues, they heal so fast because it's like such a strong. Your mouth tissues are just so strong, like your toughest muscle is your tongue. So I mean, like your mouth heals so fast. The recovery time for your mouth is really quick. So I mean, I'm at day 6 and my holes are already almost closed. Do you go to the gym or play any sports? I did cheer in middle school and high school, from 8th grade to 12th grade, and then I've ridden horses since I was 10, so almost 9 years. That's the only sports I've ever actually done. Oh no, I did play softball when I was young. I was 4. I played softball, and I do go to the gym. I haven't been in a while because of my surgery and everything, but I do go to the gym. I like to walk on the treadmill, run on the treadmill. Sometimes I run outside, but I get shin splints from freaking running on the road, so I'd rather a treadmill. At the gym, what I do, if you want to know, I always start with walking on the treadmill, sometimes running, stair steppers, and then I go and do like leg press and chest press and stuff like that. And then sometimes I'll get like a mat and do some ab workouts, stretches, and then sometimes I'll walk again or sometimes I'll leave, but I don't really do anything crazy. And sometimes when I don't go to the gym, I'll lay on the floor in my room and do some ab workouts, some squats, something like that. I don't really do weights or anything. Have you seen any bands or artists in concert? Yes. When I was, how old was I? I don't remember. I was really little. We went to Taylor Swift, her Fearless tour. That's her first tour. We went to that. I went to a Kids Bop concert with my little cousins a long time ago. They were good, but like we were little, so I mean obviously they were good. But who else have I seen? I feel like I've seen more than that. I know I went to Taylor Swift in 2017, her Reputation tour. If you have to ask me what my favorite concert I've ever been to was, it was that. The Reputation tour, oh my gosh. Reputation Stadium tour was amazing. That girl, Taylor Swift, is amazing. Like she is a great performer, singer, dancer. She's incredible. And her team and like all the like things that go into her shows are incredible. She's so smart too. Her lyrics are, it's poetry, obviously, but I like poetry and I like music and I love singing. So she's probably my favorite artist, obviously, but her lyrics are just so smart, genuine. I've learned so many, good words from her songs. So yeah, been to those concerts. I think that was the last concert I went to. I did go to the rodeo this year, and I saw Megan Maroney. I love her too. She performed at the rodeo on Valentine's Day. What's been your worst injury you've ever had? All of my injuries have been mostly horse related. Or cheer related. There's been one that was really bad. None of them have been like life-threatening though. None of them have, I almost died one day, but most of my injuries are horse related. But there was one time I went to cheer practice and, I don't understand why I guess it was before our cheer mats came in, but we were stunting on the basketball court. and we're like using new stunt groups. Like I was a flyer, okay, my senior year. And these two girls that didn't like me, and I don't like them either, you know who you are, were basing me, and we were doing a new stunt with a new stunt group on the basketball court. And I told my coach I wasn't comfortable doing it. And what happened? She forced me to do it. So, frick you. Anyway, you know who you are too if you've seen this, girl. Anyway, so I ended up in the not the hospital. I ended up at the doctor getting an X-ray of my arm later that day. You want to know what happened? We're doing a stunt. We're doing a lib. If you don't know what that is, you stand up and bend one of your legs. We were doing a straight up lib. Instead of me doing it in the air, we did it from the ground. So I was standing on one foot, one leg up. They picked me up, and I went over one of the girls' heads. And you know, as a base, I used to be a base. I was a pretty good base. As a base, your job is to catch your flyer, not let them hit the ground. She blamed it on me that I went over her head. She went over my head. I landed on my elbow. And it hurt so bad I couldn't move my arm. And I was like, I'm not doing that again. And I was so mad. And they were like blaming me for it, like it was my fault. I was like, I was in the air. I can't control where I'm falling. What do you mean? I'm like, your job down there is to catch me. Are you stupid? You know, like, so that was probably my worst injury. My second worst injury was my ankle, and it was from riding on a horse. I fell off. My foot got stuck in between his front leg and his hind leg. We went over a jump. I have it on video, but I posted it on TikTok and I got so much hate for it because people were like, nothing went wrong, you just fell. I was like, oh my god. The horse slowed down before the jump, and so I was off balance. Like, he was going to refuse, but then he didn't refuse. He like stopped, and then he went over it. So then I was just like bouncing around. So, and my foot got stuck between his front hoof and his back hoof, and like it hit like that. So like my ankle was like purple, and I couldn't walk for a while. I got back on, and you know, did it again. But like, oh my god, it hurts so bad. Third was when I got knocked out riding my old lease horse. We went over a jump, and I don't even know what happened. I wish I got that on video because I don't know what happened. I don't know if she spooked or what. I don't know what happened, but I fell off and she stepped on my head, and she just stood there with me, thank God, because she was a sweetheart. She didn't mean to. She tried so hard not to step on my head, but yeah, she like nicked me with her hoof, and I was out for a few seconds, and then I got up and was like, you know, but that was fun. My friend had to drive me home that day because I couldn't drive. That was funny. Favorite drink, Dr. Pepper. What is your favorite color? Baby blue. What is your favorite holiday? Christmas. Happy birthday, Jesus. Do I have any siblings? I have 2 older sisters. I'm the baby. My oldest sister is 28, and the middle one is 23, and I'm soon to be 19. Did you like school? No. One thing you've learned now, or that you've learned recently? Probably just to relax. If I had to say something I've been learning recently, it's to relax, you know? Kind of just go with the flow. You can't really control what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. What my grandma used to say, it is what it is. You know, I've never heard anything more true. I mean, you can't, like, control what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna happen in 30 minutes, you know? So, I mean, probably just relax. I've definitely learned to do that, and I definitely have been doing that. And it's honestly changed my life for the better. So, if I had to give any advice, it'd be to relax and go with the flow. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I wasn't too boring, because I'm not that interesting. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and let me know in the comments, I guess, what other videos you would like to see. You know, making these videos is kind of fun, so if you have anything in particular you want me to do, or, you know, anything like that, please let me know, and make sure to give this video a like, and follow me on Instagram. And that's pretty much it. I love you guys, and thank you so much for the love on my last video, and I will see you next time. Bye. bye.